Hey everybody, this is attorney Ken Stevens from the law firm Stevens PLLC, and you're catching episode 1 of Ken's Construction Convos. Those of you that have been following me a while know that I used to do a show that was more of a Q&A style format. I would get questions from you all via LinkedIn, Instagram, all these different platforms, and then I would pick questions and I would answer them. Kind of moved away from it and stopped doing it because I wasn't really feeling it. I felt like, I was getting a lot of the same questions because I guess they were like the issues that people were most concerned about, but at the same time I felt like I wasn't able to provide as much value as I would like to provide. And so I'm hoping that with this show, it just being more of a general conversation sometimes about construction and construction law, I'm able to offer more value to my viewers. So on this first episode, I'm going to be talking to you all about some of the things and issues I see on projects concerning emergency restoration work. However, on future episodes, I'm going to be talking about all kinds of different things, bid opportunities, legislative stuff, maybe even bringing in some guest speakers, some guests for the show. So anyway, I hope that you all are going to enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. Go ahead and join the combo. Don't just watch. And let's go ahead and get into it.
The construction industry is one of the most complex industries in the entire world, with everything from change orders and project defects to properly bidding projects and keeping your accounting. It's time someone had a serious conversation about these things. You are now watching Ken's Construction Combos.
Okay, so for all my restoration contractors, I've been seeing a whole lot of uptick in restoration jobs. Obviously, I'm in Houston, Texas. We had Harvey come through and wreak absolute havoc. It was a really, really tragic scene. And the city is still recovering. A lot of people are still out of their homes. You got a lot of people that are, still have construction projects going on. Unfortunately, Houston is also one of those cities where we get a lot of rain. Even this time of year, we're still having some floods and different things happen, so that can delay some of these projects. But it's a great city for restoration work. I got a lot of guys that are doing restoration work. Restoration and then also remediation work, which is a big deal. And the restoration and remediation industry it's very, niched area in the construction industry because there's a lot of different things that kind of come into play that under general, commercial construction projects or even some general residential construction projects, you don't have to worry about. So what am I talking about? Well, when you look at a remediation and restoration job, a lot of times you've got two masters that you're answering to, right? And all my remediation guys are probably amen in this right now. So what do you have? You have the property owner, and that's the one that's going to sign the contract and enter into an agreement and everything with you. And technically, that's the customer, right? But then you got the insurance company. And the insurance company, that's the purse. That's who's paying the bills. And so you have this interplay between the insurance company and the owner sometimes, and then you also have a situation where you have to kind of appease both of them at the same time, and sometimes that's not easy. So I have a lot of people that contact me and figure out, okay, like, what do we do? How do we deal with the situation? Maybe an owner's not paying, or maybe an insurance company has given the money to the owner doesn't want to pay it, or maybe the insurance company doesn't want to approve something that the owner wants done. And so how do you resolve these situations? And I guess the best answer is for you to have either a very, very solid contract, sit down with an attorney, look at your processes, and put a contract together that makes the most sense for that owner to sign. It has to make sense for your business. So what do I mean by that? Well, I know that on a lot of these remediation and restoration jobs, things are moving really quickly. You guys are really fluid, and you just want to kind of submit a supplement to the insurance company, get it approved, and then kind of go from there. But then you run into the problem where the owner is their house, is their property, and the owner may say, yeah, well, I didn't approve that work, but their insurance company did. And you're thinking about it like, well, my job as the remediation or the restoration person or company is to restore the property back to where it was before the incident took place, right? But you still want to make sure that everything is covered with the property owner. So you don't want to just only deal with the insurance unless you've got something in your agreement that the customer, the owner, has consented to ahead of time, allowing you to do that. In your effort to restore the property back to its original condition, you have a clause that says, in our effort in doing this, if we submit a supplement to the insurance company and they approve it, that will act as a change order. And then you should be solid. Alternatively, you can put something in the agreement that does require you to get a change order signed. Have the owner sign the change order, and then say that if you sign this change order but the insurance company doesn't approve our supplement, you're responsible for the work. There's a number of different ways you can structure it, but what it all boils down to is that you need to make sure that you have those things kind of worked out up front, because what I see with a lot of my restoration guys is, one, sometimes some of you don't even have a contract, and that is a nightmare, especially in a residential construction situation, because it can actually be considered a DTPA violation. Two, if you do have a contract, I see you guys come in and it's just like a little one item work order with no real language in it, and then you start sending stuff to the insurance company, different things get approved, and when everything goes left, and you come into our office or you go to your attorney's office and we sit down and we look at the agreement, we're like, you don't really have much teeth. The customer has a lot. The customer has a lot because they're normally a consumer under the DTPA, and the DTPA is going to afford them all kind of protections, right? But your protections are basically going to be based on whatever's in your agreement. And if you got a little one pager, then that doesn't leave you a lot of room to work with. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. You all share it. Again, don't just watch, join the conversation, get in the comments, let me know what you think. In any way that I can provide value, of course, I always want to. But look out for future episodes of Ken's Construction Convo, and we're going to be talking about a lot of interesting stuff. If you got any suggestions, anything in particular you want to hear, I want to hear about it, let me know, and we'll try to make that happen. As always, happy building.
Instance.